We're accustomed to trading only crypto. Bitcoin went up, Ethereum went down, high volatility. What if I told you that right here in Telegram, we can trade Apple stocks, oil, gold, silver, and many other shares from the global stock market? StormTrade is a decentralized exchange, a DEX platform through which we can easily trade all these assets directly within a Telegram bot. In today's video, I will provide a comprehensive review of this exchange and I'll walk you through how to use it step by step. If you're watching this, it means you want to earn more, doesn't it? Then make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Telegram channel, Rich Dad. On these channels, I reveal real working strategies that you can use to make money in crypto. I also share all of my personal trading deals. This information is shared exclusively on my Telegram channel. I show the coins I'm entering, when I'm exiting them, where I set my stop losses, take profits, and all the rest. In short, everything is in the description. So, the StormTrade exchange. Its main appeal is that no KYC is required here because it is a decentralized exchange. And the second thing, of course, is that there's a stock market here. I don't know, friends, how you, but I personally began my path to earning by searching for places where one could trade stocks, because everyone had heard that you need to buy gold or some stocks, but how to actually buy them, that's not clear. And for me, it was a really big problem, how and where to purchase them. Because I don't know how it is now again, but back then you had to open an account with an official broker, deposit $10,000 into it, and only then would they grant you access to the stock market. On StormTrade, you can just deposit even to $2, but of course you won't really trade much with just $2. But the point is that you can do it. Just put in $2 and buy like someone's Apple stock, for example. So this is how one uses it. Then the very first thing that we're going to need is a wallet on the Toncoin network. Personally, I use Tonkeeper, but you are free to use any other one. As an add-on, you download it, then top it up with TON or USDT tokens. It makes no difference because StormTrade operates on both, and that's it. Essentially, you are now ready to trade. Next up, it's crucial that you use the exact link provided in the description for StormTrade, because there are many different fraudulent schemes out there that could potentially steal your money. That's why you must use this specific link found in the description. Once you have successfully entered into an interface like this one, we can then proceed to examine this upper panel right here, trading and earning opportunities. What kind of earning potential do we have here? It's incredibly simple. You're able to deposit your Nost coins as collateral, that is, if anyone still possesses them, along with your tons and USDT. Continue. We have our own internal token available. This is the Storm token that belongs to this exchange, and we can actually put it into staking right here. By the way, I actually have a video explaining this farming method, or farming on... I'll find it in the info cards right now. In that video, I will show you in great detail how exactly to add liquidity and how you can successfully earn from it. Also, there is an academy where you can go to receive some valuable training. And we have other achievements. For those unaware, StormTrade has a point system, and they'll be doing an airdrop for active traders on their exchange. Since I've been trading on StormTrade for a long time, I already have many of these different badges, various achievements, and 16,000 of these points. I don't know how many tokens it will be or when the airdrop will happen. The specific details haven't been disclosed yet. How do you open trades here? It's quite straightforward. Essentially, it's much like on other exchanges, everything is quite similar. However, given that this is a decentralized exchange and all operations are processed through the TON blockchain, the actual trade opens swiftly, but its confirmation might require, well, perhaps around 30 seconds. However, the trade itself does open quite rapidly. So, for example, let's consider a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, not just any random one, but the actual genuine article. And they also have this particular dig-in mode. I strongly advise against engaging in such activities. Because the 500 stage, my friends, that's a really big deal. Yeah, like, damn, it's a lot. Well, let's try. I'm just doing this right now. For the sake of this video, I'll spend $1. That's it. I'll take, damn it. No, not one. Let's make it $2. We'll take $2 and open a long position on Bitcoin. This is me just showing you how to open a trade. Look, I'm sending a transaction to the blockchain right now, but the deal itself, the actual trade, it's already open and I'm already down 10%. But once the confirmation comes through, then here's exactly what I was talking about. If you trade on a daily basis, you will definitely see a plus in these RXP points. If we trade daily, we naturally earn more of these points. I've tried, but I can't manage it daily. Maybe I'm not such an active trader. I'm not an intraday trader. I'm not even a trader. I just dabble, you could say. That's why no matter how much I tried to trade daily here, I always lost, so to speak, because you trade for 5 days, then you miss one day, and that's it. Everything burns up, all your achievements. All right, we've opened the trade, and let's see now where this takes us. Most likely to liquidation. Well, we'll see. So I mentioned at the start about Telegram that we can trade right from Telegram. Let's check that. This is their bot. This is the Storm Trade bot. Let's look at the interface. I find it quite inconvenient to do this from my phone, and I wouldn't advise you to trade on the stock exchange from your phone because it's quite unprofessional, to put it mildly. My wallet just won't connect. Well, perhaps this simply needs to be done from a mobile phone. Anyway, I'll show you the interface. Basically, the interface is exactly the same as on our computer. That is, the same trading. We connect the wallet that's installed on your phone and then trade the very same stocks. So, all the functionality is the same as on the website. Everything is completely identical. So, to put it simply, right from your phone in Telegram, you can trade stocks and pay with crypto. In my view, this is absolutely a must-have. It's super duper possible. Well, basically, as I said, I'm already down 38%. Why is that? Because of the 500th leverage, my friends. I put in $2 and now my bargain. It's valued at $2 with 500 leverage. How much is that? That is $1,000. So I'm basically trading with $1,000 here, but I will definitely try to turn this trade into a profit. Currently, I'm showing a loss of 14%. Here we are. Let's get into profit again, but there's every chance that we will, although, strictly speaking, using such a small technique on a 1-minute chart, it's certainly not quite right to analyze a strategy on a 1-minute time frame for those who might not understand. So, we're going into profit. Yeah, I'm closing it now. While I wait for a profit here, if I get it, by the way, it's 0.3 down, that's it. I'm quickly closing the deal. And one more very important thing, my friends, when you are trading specifically in this Degen mode, then you really need to pay close attention to the commission, because for using this particular mode, Stormtrade actually charges a pretty substantial commission. So let's take a look. Now it seems I pretty much broke even here, but the commission for what I opened, oh well, plus 10 cents. The commission on $2, my friends, is $0.3. Well, that's quite a lot. But if you're trading, if you're an intraday trader or a scalper, then why not? If you open a $100 trade, you'll pay $0.3, no big deal. Basically, that's everything. Almost, let's take a look at what stocks and metals we can trade. Because these are the commodities. Because here, of course, we have oil, silver, and gold. I was giving good calls, good entry points for silver. Just recently, it went straight from, I believe, $38 all the way up to $55, as far as I can recall. And I talked about all of this in my Telegram channel. Anyone who followed me, yes, at 55, 54.7, they actually made a really good profit. We bought it right around here at $38 and we took all of this movement. All right, next up, Forex. Naturally, we have different currencies here: Euro, USDT, and the Australian dollar. Stocks, the S&P 500. And by the way, there aren't too many stocks listed here, but these are the primary ones. Essentially, you could simply buy the S&P 500 with, for example, double leverage and always be in profit if you trade over the long term. Apple, the company everyone loves, AMD, Amazon, Circa, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, Netflix, and many others like them. And what's also interesting here on Storm Trade is the Telegram gift index. What kind of index? Basically, it's the entire Telegram gift market, and this is its index. So if Telegram gifts get more expensive, the index also goes up. Such a terrible chart because the minute is just open, and well, on the 15-minute, it's the same for us. And on the T as well. В общем, друзья, я буду завершать свой ролик. Надеюсь, он был для вас полезен. Надеюсь, вы уже поставили этому видео лайк. Все ссылки будут в описании на Storm Trade и на мой телеграм-канал, где я делюсь своими сделками. Тоже будет ссылка в описании. Всем пока, до новых встреч.